So welcome back to Odense Sports Park for semi-finals day at the Denisa Denmark Open. Well, next up we turn our attention to men's doubles, and it's the number 4 seeds and World Championship silver medalists, KAMURA and SONODA, up against the Olympic bronze medalists, Marcus Ellis and Chris Langridge from England. Then we'll finish semi-finals day with the second of the men's singles, but let's look at the race to Guangzhou men's doubles at the moment. 3 Indonesian pairs, 2 from Japan, 2 from China, and of course Gideon and Sukamuljo, as we saw earlier, through to a 6th World Tour tournament final this year. Of course, the number 8 pair on the list, they're the world champions, so although they're the second-ranked pair from China at the moment, they will get an invitation anyway by virtue of being reigning world champions. So an awful lot to play for. You're only allowed 2 players or pairs per nation, per event at the World Tour finals. So the battle is on. And as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, well, by quarterfinal stage we only had 3 seeds left, the number 1 seeds, and then the 2 Japanese pairs in the bottom half of the draw. So obviously by semi-final stage only 2 seeded pairs left in the top half. Well, it was a fascinating contest between the reigning world number 1s and the former world number 1s, 2-time former world champions and beaten finalists here in 2013, and Sun and Seti won. But as you saw, Gideon and Sukamuljo came through in 2 straight games. But who will they play in the final? Will it be the World Championship silver medalists or the Olympic bronze medalists? We're about to find out. Incidentally, no Danes in the semi-final of the men's doubles, and that's the first time that's happened since 2003. 15 years. And that will be very concerning to Denmark and to Danish fans.
The World Championships and currently ranked number 4 in the world, from Japan, Takeshi KAMURA and Kaigo Sonoda.
Takeshi KAMURA and Keigo Sonoda. Sonoda leading the pair out. 2 World Championship medals, not only the silver this year in Nanjing, were bronze medalists last year in Glasgow.
Olympic bronze medalists.
4 finals this year already from 12 tournaments played. For the Olympic bronze medalists, Marcus Ellis and Chris Langridge. This first ever semi-final at either Super Series or World Tour level at this sort of tier of tournament. Yes, they were in the semi-final of the Swiss Super 300, but that was really equivalent to a Grand Prix Gold. And now under the new HSBC BWF World Tour, all tournaments very sensibly under one name banner, but just different levels. This Denmark Open, of course, is a Super 750 event, which is only 1 tier down from the highest tier, the Super 1000s. So this, just the second meeting between the 2 pairs. The first was in the second round of the French Open 2 years ago. And KAMURA and SONODA won through in 3 games. 1 hour and 8 minutes for that victory in Paris 2 years ago. So a little bit of consultation with his partner as to which end they're going to start. Well, if you haven't watched this man before, he is so proactive, Keigo Sonoda. It's very fidgety on court. He's always skipping about and can't stand still, apart from when he's receiving, which he has to, or when he's serving, which he has to under the rules of the sport. His partner, Takeshi KAMURA, is 28 years of age, as indeed is Sonoda. They have been as high as number 2, but currently number 4 in the world ranking. A total of 4 weeks at number 2 in the world. They're making their 6th appearance here at the Denmark Open. Never previously beyond the quarterfinal, but they were quarterfinalists for the last 2 years. Now, as far as their matches are concerned, in the first round they beat the 2016 All England champions, Ivanov and Sozonov. And then in the second round, the World Championship bronze medalists Chen Hongling and Wang Qilin. And then in the quarterfinal, the number 8 seeds Inoue and Kaneko. Had to save 3 game points in that tight second game before winning it 27-25. So to the English combination, and Marcus Ellis turned 29 last month, born in Huddersfield. He and his partner are 29 in the world ranking at the moment, but they have spent a total of 7 weeks at 14. Making their 3rd appearance here as a pair, as we look at Chris Langridge, a 33-year-old, father of twin daughters. They were born a little over a year ago, June 2017. He was telling me when we were having a chat in China, he never realised how much hard work having children was, and having 2 children at once. Well, of that I have no doubt. Well, you can see they have gone the full distance twice in the first round and in the quarterfinal. In fact, in the quarterfinal, they had to save a match point at 19-20 in that deciding game against Liao Minchun and Su Ching Heng. Second round was the match where they really caused a sensation because Ellis and Langridge beat the number 2 seeds and reigning world champions Li Junhui and Liu Yuchen in 2 straight games. So as we've just seen, Jesper Larsen of Denmark is our umpire and Apinder Sabharwal of India the service judge. So the stage is set. Can Ellis and Langridge go even better than their first ever semi-final at this level of tournament and actually reach the final of the Denmark Open?
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Takashi KAMURA, SONODA, Japan. And on my left, Marcus Ellis, Chris Langridge, England. Chris Langridge to serve, to Takashi KAMURA. Level. Play.
So the Olympic bronze medalists Langridge and Ellis getting this semi-final.
Service over. 1, love.
Well,
in. Yeah, it's in. Focus.
well, yes, he served that. If it's in, then it's his point.
Correction. Yeah, right. Sorry? Yeah,
Well, yes, now there's a challenge because the Japanese pair thought it was well short. They were convinced of that. So on the very first serve of the match, we've got a challenge. The Japanese pair were absolutely convinced it was short. Here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Hawkeye says it was in. Well, just to put into perspective what an occasion it is for the English pairing, it is 21 years since the last English pair reached the semi-final stage here at the Denmark Open, and actually 21 years ago in 1997 there were 2 English pairs in the semi-final, Chris Hunt and Simon Archer, and also Nick Ponting and John Quinn. But you have to go back 22 years for the last pair who were in the final of the Denmark Open from England, and that once again was Chris Hunt and Simon Archer. Lost in the final to Thomas Stangor and Jim Laugerson. And if you're one for the stats, it's actually 43 years since a pair from England won the men's doubles title here in Denmark. That was David Eddy, and Eddie Sutton beat Flemming Delfs and Elo Hansen in the final.
Play.
All right.
3-1.
English pair, I always think when they don't have any pressure, not expected to win, able to raise their game. They love the challenge, love the opportunity to be on the big stage, which is why they won an Olympic bronze medal. Sometimes when they're playing against pairs that form book suggests they should win, sometimes they are a little bit passive, find it more difficult. Well, that's quite natural. Most athletes would rather be the underdog.
Service over. 5-2.
Oh my goodness, what an interception from Keigo Sonoda. Take a look at this, he had jumped before the shot had even been hit from Chris Langridge.
5.
That is amazing. Well wide.
6-3.
It's a good quick serve. Hesitation. Wasn't sure whether he should have played it or not.
4-6.
The English player playing a very clever game at the moment.
5-6.
Taking a lot of pace out of the shots. Japanese pair do love to play fast and furious.
7-5.
Big achievement for them this year was winning gold at the Commonwealth Games. Ellis and Langridge beat Ranky Reddy and Shetty in the final. First English winners of the men's doubles at the Commonwealth Games for 14 years since Ray Stevens and Mike Tredgett won gold in Edmonton in 1978.
6-7.
Yeah, that's definitely their favourite formation. Sonoda at the back of the court, KAMURA at the front. Park Jubon on the right as we look at those two Japanese coaches. Ooh, service fault called. Too high. Called on Sonoda.
8-6.
Oh, there he is again. He's very, very quick. Is Takeshi KAMURA.
7-8.
Clever play once again from KAMURA.
8-all.
Studied sports medicine at university in Tokyo, this man, and he's renowned for always wearing those compression stockings, long compression stockings on his legs.
9-8.
It's a good serve out wide. Good flick serve. Super flick serve from KAMURA.
10-8.
Well, Langridge just indicating that he thought it was a double motion. It wasn't. Yeah, good umpiring. Yeah. You don't go and talk to the service judge, you talk to the umpire. It's clever play. And certainly, I think, similar to the Japanese pair, there is a favoured formation with the English combination, and that's Langridge at the front of the court. Ellis doing the hard work from the back. And Langridge really does read the game exceptionally well at the front of the court. And if you ever wanted a hard worker, you found one in Marcus Ellis. So it is the number 4 seeds from Japan, KAMURA and SONODA, who have the 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
It's a positive, though. That's a positive. It's okay. Doing the right things. Yeah, I think we're doing the right stuff. I think the big thing is sometimes if you're slightly a little bit late, we need a little bit of airtime on the defence because they want the flat and they want to push us back. Okay. Other than that, speed-wise and aggression, we're up there and we're putting pressure on them in the attack. It's good. All right. We push them back. Exactly the same. All right. All right, it's good work in there at the minute. Don't question anything in the plan. The plan is cool. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. All right, keep it up. Good stuff.
Good positive coaching right there from Julian Robertson. Don't doubt the plan is working. All the tactics that were discussed beforehand. No, they've got the right idea.
11-10.
Now it's a question of execution.
Play.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was alluding to a moment ago before the mid-game interval. He's so good at reading the game. There's the drive, and he immediately moves forward because he knows exactly where the shuttle is going to come. And Chris Langridge just ready and waiting.
Marcus? Shuttle first and we'll talk afterwards. Play.
Just slight hesitation.
12-11.
And that's the big difference, I think, between the two English players at the front of the court. I suspect Langridge would have got himself in a position ready to pounce. It's always a good thing to have two players with different qualities playing together.
13-11.
Nice idea. Oh, behind the back. Don't believe it. That was a super shot. What a rally. Best rally of the match so far. Wonderful. Good attack, good defence from both players. Delicate play, fast play. And that behind the back defensive shot was extraordinary. Not only the best rally, the longest rally of the match so far. Absolutely terrific. This was amazing, wasn't it? Love it.
14-11.
Four straight points for the number 4 seeds. And the English combination need to be careful right now. I just sense that if they're not careful, the Japanese pair might just run away with this. And that's certainly helped the English cause the error from KAMURA. Clever again. That's a couple of times Takeshi KAMURA has just taken the pace out of the shot. He finds a delightful angle too.
12.
that's a good net shot from Sonoda. Yeah, look at him jogging around the court, jumping up and down. Well, you can't see him at the moment. He's hitting a lot of practice shots, air shots. Off he goes again. That was a super net shot from Sonoda.
Play. Service over. 13-17. Service over.
It was the angle at Ellis that did the damage.
18.
Very fine mixed doubles player too. Marcus Ellis, new partnership with Lauren Smith. Already been in 6 tournament finals, having won 2 of them. Dutch Open last year and the Canadian Open this year. Where incidentally, Marcus Ellis won the doubles double because he also won the men's doubles with his partner of today. Well, that's a real rarity in international badminton nowadays, winning doubles, both doubles disciplines. Oh, that's a service error.
Service over.
Got caught on the net cord.
14-19.
First service error of the match. Now, if you're not familiar with badminton, just to remind you the difference between a service error and a service fault. A service fault is one that's not legal. A service error is a serve that's legal but doesn't either go over the net or land in the right area on the court. Just long.
15-19.
All of a sudden, it seems believable again as far as the English pair are concerned. It may just make the Japanese combination number 4 seeds a little bit nervous. That's well taken. That's very, very positive play from the Japanese pair, especially from KAMURA at the front of the court. 4 game point opportunities for the number 4 seeds, KAMURA and SONODA. Good net shot.
17-20.
Service error and the opening game to KAMURA and SONODA.
21-17.
21-17 confirms the umpire. And that was a disappointing way for such a good opening game to end.
Right.
Yeah, clearly short.
Yeah. Yeah.
21-17
Yeah.
in 21
Yeah, I
minutes.
think you need the balance between putting a little bit of bite in there. Yeah, all right, because you just a little bit when it might be difficult to do, but sometimes KAMURA is the one that's trying to get forwards. He's the active one at the minute. All right, so it is that alertness again, what we spoke about as soon as we hit, be ready for something to happen from the other end. So it is our reactions. Remember to give yourself that little bit of something on the lift. The first lift away past 3/4 allows us to then counter defend with a bit more pace. Yeah, all right. The first one where they're coming into us puts us under the pressure a little bit. Okay. All right, don't forget, we're talking 17 here. We did some right stuff. They had to play really tight. We're doing the right thing in the game plan, yeah? Anything we need to do, we need to just push them back first with a little bit more pace, okay? All right? Don't question it. We're doing some good stuff in there, boys, yeah? Okay? Come on, Chris, let's go.
Well, Julian Robertson pointing out that KAMURA is the one that's been proactive at the front of the court. And that is almost always the case with KAMURA and SONODA. Now, once again, it was positive talk from Julian Robertson.
Game. Level. Play.
So the number 4 seeds Takeshi KAMURA and Keigo SONODA, one game to the good against the Olympic bronze medalists Marcus Ellis and Chris Langridge. Yeah, well taken. Just proving that when required, he can play from the front of the court. And he plays very well from the front of the court. I think it's just that Chris Langridge is better at the front of the court, and I think Marcus Ellis is better from the back of the court than his partner. Good flick serve. That was a double hit. Two World Tour titles this year for KAMURA and SONODA. Malaysian Super 750. And winning that became the first ever male players from Japan to win a title at the Malaysian Open. So they created a little bit of history. Also won the Thailand Open, which was a Super 500 event. Yeah, that's perfect placement. Good rally. Oh my goodness. This is a fabulous rally. going miles out the back. It's got to be the longest rally of the match so far as well, surely. Oh, a little bit of luck for Marcus Ellis as that hits the top of the tape but just trickles over. No, not the longest rally. We did have one at 37 shots in the second game. In the first game, I beg your pardon. Second net cord in as many rallies.
4-3. Service over. 4-4.
Real intensity in this rally, especially from Langridge. Oh. He worked so hard in that rally, not only himself but urging his partner on. Well, 4 finals in total for the number 4 seeds this year. Not only winning the Malaysian and Thailand Open, silver medalists at the Asia Championships and also at the World Championships. Didn't medal though at the Asian Games. They were number 3 seeds and lost in the round of last 16. I think the English pair have to really focus on not allowing the Japanese pair to intercept the third shot. Number 4 seats out, and that's a very good return of serve. Pushed it fast past the server. I think they've been caught a little too often with the server then intercepting the third shot. And it's put the English pair under pressure. Good flick. Oh. I do like the way that the English pair try to turn their defensive play into attack, either by driving or blocking the shuttle. I think it's the right idea. I can tell you, Keigo Sonoda, we just saw the end of it where he was jumping about on the spot. Here we go, off he goes again. Look at that. How much energy does he use in between points?
Service over. Quicker. 6-8. Service over. 9-6.
Serve, return and third shot is just so critical in the doubles disciplines. And I suppose with hindsight he would have been better to leave that go through to Marcus Ellis, but unless you try hunting that third shot, then you really just give your opponents free range to do whatever they want and start commanding the rally. So you have to try and look for it. And of course, inevitably, occasionally there will be errors. It's the nature of the sport. Stood his ground. Langridge.
8-9.
That's a nice block from KAMURA. Well, number 4 seeds go to the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage.
Huh? Yeah, okay. All right, again, it comes down to just trying to give us a little bit of time. I think we're trying to do the right. Yeah.
We're just missing.
Yeah, I think
I shouldn't have missed that. We shouldn't have
wind up. The game plan is fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. All right. It's a little bit about, you know, when you're playing these counter defence shots off a good length, I want you both to just get up the court. All right. Even if you're splitting off 50-50, but just be ready. Like you say, they're always going to poke, they're always going to push. It's about being ready, and it's about being ready when they try to change the angle. Yeah. It's being alert. Okay.
That's what a netman does.
Yeah. You just keep exactly. All right. We said it. We know it's coming. Keep thinking about everything you're doing. Keep that variety up. All right. Little turns in the defence, all good. All right. Stay positive now. Out of break.
Yes, be alert. I have to say, I think they have been very alert. It's been a good match so far.
Play. Yes. Service over. 9-11.
That's a very clever return of serve. Getting a bit of reverse slice on that. Aiming straight at KAMURA. But because of the slice on it, there's very little pace on the shuttle for the returner. And then KAMURA to feed off as he tries to play the block. good placement towards the right shoulder of Sonoda. Just 1 point the deficit. Oh, great block. That was a wonderful block from the Japanese pair early in that rally. And I have to say,
12-10.
I think the pace of that rally probably playing into the hands of KAMURA and Sonoda. It's great for us to watch the speed and the fast exchanges, but I'm not convinced that that is the way that ELLIS and LANGRIDGE will win this match. I think they need to take some pace off, think more and more about placement.
13-10. Service over. 11-13.
No, he doesn't miss many of those, Sonoda. Came off the frame of his racket. Good serve. Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. His instinctive awareness of where the shot's coming to and being ready and waiting. That's terrific play from Chris LANGRIDGE. Once again, just 1 point in it.
Service over.
Well, they had two lucky net cords at the start of this second game. That time, shuttle fell back their side.
14-12.
Oh, that's a shocking serve. Both down, English players. And that rally created by the little soft angled shot. That one there from KAMURA. Super play from the number 4 seeds.
Thank you.
Got away with it. Hitting the return of serve into the hitting zone of the server. I think they need to get the shuttle away from the server on the return of serve. clever smash from Sonoda.
Service over. 16-13.
Just wide.
14-16.
Next 2 or 3 rallies, I think, will be crucial. Good rally. Let's go wide. Yeah.
Service over.
Both pairs desperate to counter the attacking play with drive defence, block defence.
17-14.
Equals the longest rally of the second game.
Play.
Oh, yes. Just inside the line.
15-17.
Certainly English support here in Odense.
15-17.
Oh, my goodness me. Well, doesn't that just prove my point?
18-15.
Gotta get it past the front court player on those early exchanges within the rally.
Service over.
Service error.
16-18.
His second. Ellis almost lost his balance when he was waiting to receive serve. Then waved his racket about, and I wonder if that distracted KAMURA. This is a huge point. 18 all or 19-17. It's 18 all. Oh, my goodness, what a return of serve. That is fantastic from Takeshi KAMURA. And the English players just left stranded.
Play.
That's such a clever serve, aimed towards the left shoulder of Chris Langridge rather than serving to the tee. And that little subtle change made a huge impact. And now it's 2 match point opportunities for the number 4 seeds, Takeshi KAMURA and Keigo SONODA. Yeah, good return. See, there was a little more pace on that return of serve. And just simply,
19,
SONODA couldn't deal with that. Wasn't a push to the back of the court. It was still going towards the tram lines in the mid-court area. Just enough pace to make it awkward. So still match point, though, for the Japanese combination. And this time they convert. 21-17, 21-19 in a highly entertaining men's doubles. KAMURA and SONODA through to a 5th final this year, a 3rd in the HSBC BWF World Tour.
21-17, 21-19.
21-17, 21-19 confirms the umpire. "49 minutes in total for the victory.